Oh my gosh. Close the goddamn closet door. Oh my god. Holy moly. I have to get rid of this energy. I just think that last reading that I did, it was like too good of a reading. Oh, we have the 10 of Cups on the bottom, and we just had the 9 of Cups on the last time I tried to record it. I just think the energy is just too good, and it's starting to kind of like make me uncomfortable. It's just too good. I don't want the energy to be so good. I need a little bit of like... I didn't get it from Dunder Mifflin, because Dunder Mifflin's not a real company. But if it was, I probably would have bought the paper from Dunder Mifflin. It was honestly in the fucking garage. An empty box. So I used it to put my tarot cards in. I'm whispering. I have the ick. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling the ick. Get it away from me. Yeah, we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, I have the ick. I don't like that. The 9 of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Lust in reverse. The 5 of Swords in reverse. The Empress in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Justice upright. Queen of Cups in the upright. Hierophant reverse. 6 of Cups reversed. King of Wands reversed. And the 8 of Pentacles reversed for the 12 cards spread. This is a little bit more, there's a lot of reversals. The entire first line is reversals. So I'm not sure if like when you read something reversed, by saying it's reversed, are you saying that like it's not going outward, it's coming back to me? I don't know exactly how that works. Or if you're just saying that the card is like slightly out of alignment. But the 9 of Swords reverse talks about no longer being constrained by, like, it's Mars and Gemini. So Mars and Gemini is not the best placement for Mars. I do know that sometimes when I see reversals of cards, I like to think of it as like that same planet but on the other side of the wheel. And I know that Mars and Sagittarius can be absolutely terrifying. There could be like a widespread like energy of restlessness. Instead of it being like individually, it could be like a lot of people are feeling really restless right now. A lot of people are wide awake. A lot of people are getting a lot of ideas. A lot of people's minds are very wide open. They're seeing things from different perspectives. I feel like a lot of people are having insomnia tonight, or a lot of people are just really having a tough time like resting properly. It could have something to do with the eclipse that's coming up. It's probably going to intensify over the next few days. I haven't watched an astrology reading or even looked at the astrology chart. Maybe I should do that. Look at this chart and see what I pull from it. It's got Astro Seek. I saw that the Leo King was live talking about it, but I didn't click on it. My mom sent me 2 messages. Current planets. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have a kite. What is it between? We have the sun directly opposing Neptune, 4 degrees off. We have Chiron and Venus exactly opposite. I believe at 22 degrees, it stands for I want to say I saw this like on a forum or something, on a thing. It said something about like I don't want to say that without having like the information in front of me, but the 22nd degree I don't think is a very positive one. We have a lot of things around 20 degrees. So let me see. There's nothing in Scorpio or Sagittarius. So that could talk about like I'm not the best at reading these. There's a T-square between the sun and Jupiter and the moon. There's also, I don't know, like I look at aspect patterns a lot. You see there's like that it's a kite, but it almost looks like the side of like a pyramid, right? If there was like a pyramid, but you're like looking at it from an angle, but then there's this really tight red like bold X that's going on top of it, like X marks the spot or X means no. I'm not sure. Interesting. Okay, let's actually look at the planets. We have the moon and Saturn is about to be exactly conjunct. That's Sati Sati. I gotta go to sidereal because I don't even know what this means. Can we go to sidereal, please? That's just gonna be so much more helpful for me. Okay, so we have Saturn, I believe. Listen, I need, just stop. I need the nakshatras hose. What is wrong with you? How do I get the nakshatras? I'm getting frustrated. Back to current moment? What are you talking about? Today's planets. What? I'm getting angry. See, I don't like doing this because it makes me so angry. Okay, birth chart for this moment. Oh, I fucking hate this feeling. The strongest planet right now is Neptune. The most dominant element is Earth, and there is a Taurus signature currently for if there was a birth chart made in this moment. Okay, so we have Venus at 28 degrees of Virgo in sidereal astrology, which is going to be in Chitra. So Venus is, let me see. What are we looking at here? Where are the nakshatras, dude? Why is it doing this? I understand that that's what you're trying to tell me, that I need to know how to read it in just the signs, but I can't do that because the signs are just way too far spread out. Like the signs don't necessarily make sense to me in the same way that the nakshatras do. The nakshatras actually make sense to me. Okay. We have sun, okay, so let's look at the sun. First of all, the sun is in Uttara Falguni. Uttara Falguni is ruled by the sun. And so there is, in regards to the thing that is lighting us all up, it's in the 12th nakshatra, Mercury behind it. So like there's this, in regards to the energy of Leo, Virgo, and soon to be Libra, there's this energy of beauty is ahead. The sun or the luminary has there's like this block in between the beauty in Chitra Chitra's very like open with their body. Chitra is very, they can be very argumentative. They can be very combative. They can be very politically combative, right? Think of Alex Jones. I believe he's a Chitra moon native, which is a really good explanation of like masculine chitrans, right? We have Kim Kardashian. She's a Chitra sun native. And you can see the way that she's a very intelligent businesswoman, first of all, right? She plays the part, but she also has this very elegant style to her, and there's something about her body that is very much so kind of the thing that got her to where she was popular, or how she was able to reach her height. So that's going to be all of Chitra. That's just looking at Venus. We have Hasta with the almost exactly conjunct with Ketu and Lilith. So Hasta being like the crow, or like the hand, or the person that like always has their hand out, the person that I want you to think of like the woman that won't be with you because unless you have a lot of money, or like won't be with you if you aren't able to provide her or supply her with everything that she needs in order to be who she wants to be. That kind of energy, just like this kind of like surface level filler snip and glue. Am I fuckable enough for you? That's kind of Hasta female energy, right? They can be very manipulative in the way that they communicate, but it's also very reflective of what is directly opposing it, which would be Purva Bhadrapada. Is it Purva Bhadrapada? No. Oh, it would be half of, so we have Hasta, it would be half of Uttara Bhadrapada and half of Revarti. Uttara Bhadrapada is Jupiter, right? So when you see that energy of the nakshatra in the earth element, the core of all the earth is going to be with the moon. And if you think the moon is reflective of whatever, wherever it's receiving the light from, but also I feel like when you get to those moon ones, you really want to look at the opposing nakshatra, because it's going to be almost like a mirror. In the same way that when we're talking about, hey, what do you need? You all right, baby? What do you need? Are you okay? Are you okay? Well, you're sitting on my glasses. First of all, can I have this? Are you doing okay? I think you're so beautiful. I love you to the moon and back, dude. She says, you look like a lion again, dude. A lion? Come here. I love you. I feel like right now there could be something about Hasta energy where, because Hasta's the crow, okay? Hasta has an ability to manifest, but it's like there's this weird kind of like, how do you even say it? It's the 13th, right? You think of 13th term of the Fibonacci is like 233. The like unlucky floor of like hotels is the 13th floor. So there's something very like mystical or weird about that nakshatra. It's kind of like I don't know. Can I get out of the energy? Because it's just kind of making me feel icky. Uttara Falguni, I believe that one is about kingship. That's like kingship. That I think that, wait, what's that one guy's name? Coach Greg. I believe he has a son in Uttara Falguni. It's ruled by the sun. It's at the end of Leo, beginning of Virgo. So it's about kingship. It's about like the latter red one. And when we're looking at the red one, we would then want to go back to Mrigashirsha and Rohini. Not 100% sure. I feel like there's definitely something still kind of like hidden about that I don't know all the information about. There are certain ones I know a lot of the information about. Uttara Falguni is let me look at the sun. So the sun is currently going through the Pada Lord of the sun is ruled by Saturn. So the sun Saturn, there's going to be like this sort of this energy of wanting to stop the sun from shining as brightly as it could, especially with it just coming out of its own Rashi sign, or its own like ruling sign Leo. In Vedic astrology, they call it Rashis. Are my eyes starting to go crazy? A little bit. Okay. Uttara Falguni is where my descendant is at, but I believe my it's not in this pada. We have Shatabisha moon, which is ruled by Rahu, and Rahu is currently in Uttara Bahapadra with Saturn and Venus. So Uttara Bahapadra is like there's a sense of like social justice that kind of comes with Uttara Bahapadra. It's almost, I want you to think of like Martin Luther King. They have this sort of moral compass about them where a lot of times they will stand up for what they believe in to be right. They have a very strong voices. I know that Mercury is debilitated there, but they have a very special, unique voices. I'm thinking of a specific Martin Luther King speech that was actually delivered to me by the lady that delivered my blueprint to me. What is it called? I think it's, well, I don't know why I'm getting this. We're going to look it up really quick. Martin Luther King blueprint. How to design your life's blueprint.
I'll ask you a question, and that is, what is in your life's blueprint? This is the most important and crucial period of your lives for what you do now and what you decide now at this age.
I'm going to put him here on the Hermit and the
which
Empress.
way your life shall go.
Okay.
And whenever a building is
With the
constructed,
Hierophant above it.
you usually have an architect who draws a blueprint. And that blueprint serves as the pattern, as the guide, as the model for those
Sadhguru, I believe,
who
has a planet or his moon or something here.
And a building is not well erected without a good, sound, and solid blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. feel that you count, always feel that you have worth, and always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Secondly, in your life's blueprint, you must have, as a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. And once you discover what it will be, set out to do it and to do it well. And I say to you, my young friends, that doors are opening to each of you. Doors of opportunity are opening to each of you that were not open to your mothers and to your fathers. And the great challenge facing you is to be ready to enter these doors as they open. And so I would urge you to study hard, to burn the midnight oil. I would say to you, don't drop out of school, and I understand all of the sociological reasons why we often drop out of school. But I urge you, in spite of your economic plight, in spite of the situation that you are forced to live so often with intolerable conditions, stay in school. And when you discover what you're going to be in life, set out to do it as if God Almighty called you at this particular moment in history to do it. Set out to do a good job and do that job so well that the living, the dead, or the unborn couldn't do it any better.
Thank you. I'm positive that's what I got for you guys. So that was the message from Saturn. Let's continue back on the chart. Sorry. That's Saturn's height. So that's just kind of how Saturn kind of comes through for me. That was a direct message. I believe you can find the speech. It's kind of, it was I think he gave it to a class of middle schoolers. I believe he gave the speech to a class of middle schoolers. I don't know where. That's all I remember. I don't remember. That's what I got. Look it up for yourself. Okay. Lilith is going to be affecting Venus kind of strongly right now because or Lilith is doing its best to reflect that of Venus, because you can see here that we look at Lilith. I gotta turn the brightness down. Okay. Mitch Money sent me a chat. Okay, thank you so much. I will check it in a minute. I probably won't. I might. Look, check the fucking message, bitch. I will do my best. Okay, just please relax. Okay, so if you look at Lilith, you can see how it has moon. Lilith is in K2, the south node, is in the one ruled by Mars, but Lilith is here in the Venus one. So the moon is going to be reflective. It's going to do its best to reflect the energy of the Pada Lord, as well as whatever aspects are being made to it. I know we're looking at Lilith. That's not the most important thing. It's important to me because I'm having a Lilith return very soon. I'm also having a Juno return. I had, in my birth chart personally, I have a Lilith, Venus, Lilith, Venus, Sun, Mercury. Is that all of them? They're all conjunct. In Libra or Virgo. Okay. Jupiter's in Mrigashirsha. Mars ruled and Sun ruled. 26 degrees of Taurus. Ugh. That's just icky. What's up, guys? I'm not the best at this. Mercury is in a pretty good place. Communication should be going somewhat well for you. I want you to think of, I'm thinking like the black guy, like rock star, you know, the guy that says, say with your mind, rock star, you know, remember that video? KRS-One, I know he has a Leo Mercury. He's got a very, he's a really, like, well, he can speak very well, and he's got, I believe he also has Mercury retrograde in Leo in his, I don't know, you guys, I'm doing my best. I hate this. I just want to go away. Okay, Moon and Shadabahisha. Refinement. It's in a Jupiter ruled Pada. So we have Rahu, Moon, Jupiter. Right? There's this very expansive, very it's giving me like a hunger, whatever placement that this, I gotta read for that. Because that can be different for everyone. I don't know if I should be using this one. Is this going to be turning into a crazy video? Sorry, I'm doing my best, you guys. I'm not 100% best at astrology. The energies are hit really tough. Ahriman is like the god of friendship. Varuna is the, I don't remember what Varuna does. Bagha. Bagha is one of the Adityas. So that's one of my children. Do we have any? I don't think we have anything in Punarvasu, but that's where Aditi is. Do we have anything? Pluto is in Uttara Ashada, which is the Vishvadevas, which is going to be one of the places where Brahma sits. So in order to really manifest anything, you have, there's like a certain specific, like, there's certain energies you have to have, the blessing of the gods, in order to create something. Aditi is going to be the fifth element. That's going to be the end of Gemini to the first 3 degrees. My hair looks fucking crazy. Okay, oh my god, just let me myself. Okay. I'm doing my best, guys. Does this make any sense? No. I actually have something wrote in this notebook. Is it this one? Okay. Are you okay, my love? She said just... Okay. Okay. Jupiter is in Sun and Mars. So Jupiter and Mars are not necessarily the most beneficial energies to be in contact. While they can actually be really good, especially if it's in a place regarding the physical body, especially anything to do with your 5th house, in your 5th house. That's the way you give energy. Yeah, so like, I don't know, Jupiter can make one sometimes be overweight because it rules the fat. But let's see, I have all of the significations of Jupiter here. So it's good luck, it's higher learning, expansion, and it intensifies things. So Sun and Mars can be pushy, it can be dominant, it can be egotistical, it can be courage, it can be very single-minded. With Jupiter being there, it's going to intensify. Jupiter and the Sun get along very well, but with the Martian energy, sometimes that can be a little bit scary, but it is kind of Jupiter's domain. Jupiter is the beginning of morals and ideas, okay? Allows one to know themselves, signified by lightning or a flash of light. It rules epiphanies, your spiritual lineage. It's connected to kingship. Health-wise, Jupiter in the liver. The liver is the largest organ. Liver detoxifies and digests or transforms. Liver equals judgment plus double-mindedness plus condemnation and jealousy. People who hold grudges live less time than those who let shit go. People who hold on get sick. It's a silent killer. So Jupiter can be known as Bruhaspati or Guru. Intellect, cosmic body, ruler of energy. Got this title by worshipping Shiva for 1,000 years. Was gifted god of luck and bringer of light, here to teach the gods. Learning how to be a god. How to access this information through love of philosophy, spiritual knowledge, wealth, consciousness, being eloquent, and pushing your mind. Meditation, tapping into your own personal godliness, not tapping into other people's godliness, into your own personal godliness. I won't tap into somebody else's godliness. That's not, that's how wars get started. That's how lineages get destroyed. That's how timelines get wiped out. That's how bloodlines get wiped out. When you start tapping into other people's godliness, that's how bloodlines get wiped out, right? Like that. If you don't want to do the work, there will be systems in order for you to ensure you do the work that they want you to do. Jupiter is the solar plexus, and it has the ability to discern, and it has the ability to detoxify your blood. Jupiter can also be known as Amon. It can be seen as a horned deity. Zeus is leadership. It rules the hippocampus, and it brings peace to the home. PTSD is a program to keep us on loop, not able to create new memories, always replaying the old ones. Create your own path. This is where I wrote like 17 pages on the 8 of Cups, so maybe now would be a good time for you to go tap into your own godliness and get the fuck out of my video. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna continue to tap in though. Sorry. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Whoa, calm down. Damn. I feel like when somebody would say that, you might feel like you want to stay. You can stay. Get out of here. Oh my god, calm down, dude. Okay, fucking what is going on? We have Purva Bhadrapada and Uttara Bhadrapada. Nakshatras are the final twin nakshatras. We were looking at, what was in Uttara Bhadrapada? Neptune and Rahu are both in Uttara Bhadrapada. Rahu's going to be very significant in regards to the eclipse that we're about to be having. And it's in the third pada, Saturn and Venus. Is this making any sense? I'm kind of jumping all over the place. I'm just kind of allowing my intuition to guide me. I see Punarvasu. The ascendant is in Ashwini, descendant in Chitra, and the MC is in Uttara Ashada, second pada. Can we get that to go over one more pada, please? Yeah, get that Saturnian limit off of my MC, please. What? Yeah, get that Saturnian limit off of my MC now. What is wrong with you guys? Oh, 7 a.m. 44. The fuck? Why would y'all do that to me? Uttara Ashada. MC. Oh. Doesn't make any sense, dude. Isn't that fucked up they would do that? Right? Or maybe you just want the first pada of Uttara Ashada right before it turns into Capricorn. Because that's like a little slice of heaven. 30, was that 35, 36? It's a little slice of heaven. They're all over, not all over, there's a few places where there's little slices of heaven. The last 4 degrees of Sagittarius being one of them. My mother has her sun there, and she's just a little ray of happy sunshine, fun, bubbly, nice lady. I have my moon in the last pada of Punarvasu, which is another one, but there's no sun influence. It's more so a reflective of Jupiter. So it's like Jupiter's happiest place of exaltation. There's another one at the beginning of Pisces in Purva Padra that's much more evolved. Why am I talking so quietly? The intuition doesn't yell, it whispers. Do you have anything into Hishtana? You don't have anything into Hishtana, no? I don't really know so much about Shatabesha. Do you have anything in Ardra? I think Mars is in Ardra. Yeah, Mars is in Ardra. So Ardra is going to be the nakshatra that has Betelgeuse in it. If you guys know anything about Betelgeuse, it's an extremely large star, and because it burns so brightly and because it burns so big, there's like it's like currently astronomically it's like dimming, or it's like there's a fear that it will go supernova if it hasn't already gone supernova. And that's just because it burns so big and so bright that it's like it has to use up so much more of its energy in order to remain lit up, right? So that it's not a very old star, but it burns so intensely that it uses up its fuel source so quickly. So, and for this I wrote the quote by Kurt Cobain, "It's better to burn out than fade away." It's younger than our sun. These people can be very greedy. With Mars being there, it's the first nakshatra ruled by Rahu. Rahu is intoxicating. Rahu is it's a head with no body, so there's like this never-ending ability to consume something, anything, people's energy. There's like this consumption energy. They can also be very like emotional. I believe Drake has his moon in Ardra. Taylor Swift has her moon in Ardra. These people can be larger than life. They can reach levels of fame that is profound. It's the kind of people that, like, when they cry diamonds. But it's like it's a stormy day, and then the nakshatra next Punarvasu is the return of the light. So it's a Rajasic nakshatra. but they're very loyal. And alphas come into play, have wolves. What? What was I talking about there? I forgot that I had done this. We could do the Tara spread. Okay. Y'all don't be getting down on the nakshatras. Y'all are smoked. It's the easiest way to read astrology for me. It's just not like just looking at Aquarius as a whole. That doesn't tell me anything. I get, okay, Aquarius, that's a large portion of the sky, bitch. That's a big target. I want to be a sniper, right? That's what I want to learn to be. I want to learn how to be somebody that could get, that when I'm taking my arrow, when I'm shooting my arrow, right? I want it to be completely precise, right? I want to hit it dead on the head. Oh, that didn't sound right. That didn't sound right at all. I roll the quiver, right? The quiver is, that didn't sound right at all. Oh my goodness, dear Lord. Oh my gosh, stop that. Why is my face changing? Stop. Okay, whoa, this is a crazy video. Are my eyes doing the weird thing? Well, I don't feel like myself right now. Great. Whatever that means. Oh my gosh, this is a really scary video. I hate when I feel like this. Okay, whoa. Saturn is in Purva Bhadrapada in the first pada. It's in my 12th house still, but it's getting so close to my ascendant. It's getting really close to my ascendant. That's crazy. A Jacopada, which is the fire-breathing serpent. So we were looking at Uttara Bhadrapada earlier in this video. A Jacopod is the fire version of the more refined, right? And when you think of like, because it's in Pisces, so this is going to be talking about like the funeral. It rules the funeral cot. So it's like, I want you to think of Purva Bhadrapada being the person that wears yellow to a funeral. And then I want you to think of Uttara Bhadrapada as the one that would actually wear black to the funeral. There can be a very, they can be just, I don't know how to explain it. You resting? What do you need, dude? I need you to sleep, dude. You're over here making way too much noise for me. Listen. It's not the way, actually. I'm gonna, just let me mute myself, please, okay? I got like this weird, like, I felt like somebody like sent spell work my way to like try and like get me to cut my hair. So that was really weird. And I want you to know that if anybody did try and send me spell work to cut my hair, because I was doing my hair on live, I want you to know that you can go and off yourself 5 times over, and you can deposit $500 into my bank account. If you did try and send me spell work like that to me, just send $500 to my bank account. Yeah, you can do that. So, or to a charity of your picking, or just saying, just you know, I'm not really sure. I just kind of felt that energy kind of like randomly. Page of Swords in reverse. And we have the Three of Pentacles. I don't know why I felt that. It was really random. It was really weird. Yeah, the Death card. Okay. Page of Swords in reverse is somebody that's like not at peace with themselves, or not at peace with their environment not feeling peaceful, or maybe their environment is becoming peaceful. They're working on building an environment for themselves where they feel peaceful, where they can make a comfortable resting place for themselves. But there is some sort of transformation that's coming for you. If you're feeling like you want to transform into something other than what you are, you just have to work really hard at it. Not get emotionally attached to things. There's the Justice card. So, you know, right now is a really, I don't know if there's like anyone that's really trying to come for me. If there's anybody in the past that has ever tried to come for me, I just want you to know that like right now is really going to be the turning point for those energies. And I've forgiven, but it's not really in my hands anymore, right? It's regards to the balancing nature of the things that people have done in the past. Not only to me, it could be anyone really, but me, I'm just talking about in regards to the way that my birth chart personally is being lit up right now, in regards to the past year that I went through the Ring of Fire with no sun. I'm now getting my sun back, and we're having a full moon eclipse in my first house. I don't know what that means. Changes. Something's going to be changing about me forever, right? There's something very significant that's going to be changing about me forever. I don't know what that means. Could be the fact that after getting my soul worked on, getting my soul healing, I'll be able to receive it back. Maybe. Especially with it. Where's Rahu? Because we have to think that when an energy's in Ashwini, that's when the soul is going to be receiving healing. So there was some point in time when the North Node was traveling through Ashwini, was it? I don't know. I'm getting really confused now. So I'm definitely not going to post this video because it was kind of scary. I started to feel really threatened there at the end. So I just started to feel really threatened there at the end. So if you want to try and come for me, that's fine. You can come for me if you want. If you want, you can. That's fine. I don't really care. I've taken on I'm not going to say what I was going to say because that would have been extremely inappropriate. But I've never in my life ever been afraid of anyone or anything with or without a heartbeat. That's why I have this ring on my right hand. You see? That's the male lion with tiger's eye in his mouth. That's the king of the jungle. I'm not afraid of anyone's emotions that they're trying to project or reflect off of me. I'm very, very aware of who and what I am. You know? Are you aware of who and what you are? That's the question. Don't know why you're spending so much time watching me. Because all I'm talking about is my motherfucking self. And that's all I'm ever going to talk about. Because, well, I do care about people. But do I care enough about people to go this in depth with them? No, I don't. This has taken me years of studying to figure out who the fuck I am. I can give you some good tips and pointers, and you can do the work for yourself. You can't pay me to do the work for you, because I won't do it for you. It's not for me to do. It's for you to do. It's for you to do. So, I'm going to leave this message here. Alright, we're going to actually do one quick little spread, and we're going to do it for the Mars Tara, okay? So this is going to be if you have any placements that is prominent in Mrigashirsha, Chitra, or Dahishtana. This is going to be the bridges between all of the earth signs to the air signs. These are the nakshatras that are ruled by Mars. Okay? So, the first card we're going to be pulling is going to be your birth star. And your birth star can equal danger, but it can also just equal Mars, or it could also just equal... What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, your ascendant, or just who you are. Right? So tapping into the first nakshatra. So we're not doing signs here. We're going to be going 9 nakshatras from your ascendant nakshatra, or your moon, or your sun, whatever planet you want to use. And we're looking and we're tapping in with the goddess of Tara. Okay, Tara was the wife of Bruhaspati. Tara is the one that removed the poison from Jupiter's neck in Purva Bhadrapada. Just so you know, maybe it was in Ardra. Might have been in Ardra? Not sure. One of the two. So I want you to think of Tara is the Greek. It's the Greek, yo. It's the we're fucking Greeks, dude. It's the fucking Greeks, dude. Shut the fuck up. Not the Greeks, dude. What? Is the Greek equivalent to Juno, kind of. except in Vedic culture, Torah is the one that gets asked by someone, one of the other deities, to leave Bruhaspati and to come and be in his domain. And then Bruhaspati has to go and get his woman back. That's what it means. We're not looking at Bruhaspati though, but we're looking at Tara. So we have to understand that Tara is going to be connected always to Bruhaspati, because they come together, because they're husband and wife, because they're meant to be together. That's that. I don't know. They don't have to be together, but it's celestial energies, right? We're looking at Torah. Torah is kind of similar to Kali, but not as intense. I believe Torah is also very connected to Barney. I have more information about this. This is top-notch secret information. So Tara, Shiva's mother. Okay, so she heals Shiva when he poisons himself. Wife to Bruhaspati, the ruler of Pushya. So Tara relates to Bharani Nakshatra. There is 9 stars or aspects or versions of Tara, and are as following. So there's the Jamanya, the Anumana, or the Trignama, or the birth star, equivalent to the Lagna, marked influence upon appearance and personality. Danger equals Pushya, Anurata, and Uttara Bahapadra, or Saturn. Okay. The second Tara is called Sampath Tara, or the star of prosperity, accomplishment, good care, responsibilities, wealth, and receptivity. And for each Tara, we're looking at one individual nakshatra. So it stops at 9. I'm sure you could keep going. All I was told is that it stops at 9. But it could keep going. Probably does keep going. In the same way that there's 28 lunar mansions in Vedic astrology, which I don't even know if I associate with that, but I do know that 2 and 8 is the axis of money, meaning that if you want to make it any farther than that, you have to pay. That's what that means. But you can find things to unlock it. And the Rig Veda and all these things, they don't, there's people that have created systems that are extremely accurate, that have a lot more knowledge and wisdom than I do, that have created systems that are more mathematically equivalent, but they just really keep it secret and hidden, because millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires use astrology. And billionaires pay people that know things like this a lot of money to do things for them. Like timing, like healing, like understanding where they can make their move to pull, or to before they decide to get into business with someone. Oh, my eyes are shaking. I don't like that. We have to go now. It's been an hour. My eyes look really crazy. I'm honestly kind of scared to go to sleep. The Three of Cups is in reverse. I shouldn't be sharing this information. And I want you to know, because I just now noticed this, when I made these notes, this was just for Pushya Nakshatra. So when I wrote that danger equals Pushya, Anurata, and Uttara Bhadrapada, that is just because Saturn rules those 3 nakshatras. And then over here, once I explain all the different taras and their names and what they mean, I then go into the planets. And so it's going to talk about, like, when you're interpreting birth charts, let's say we're looking here at Mercury taras. So we have Mercury, the birth star. So the planet Mercury, in correspondence with Ashlesha, can be dangerous. Even though it's your birth star, it can be dangerous, because sometimes when we get around people that are too much like we are, like, I can't stand people that are just like me. A lot of times they bug me really badly. There has to be something very significantly, like, right? Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I feel like sometimes I bug myself more than like, I annoy myself the most, more than I feel like I annoy other people. You know what? Does that make sense? Do I annoy people? Am I annoying? Oh my god. The second house is going to be wealth and prosperity. So Ketu, communicating with Mercury ruled nakshatras, will be wealth and prosperity. So that combination will work very well. Losses and accidents, Mercury working with Venus, the 3rd Torah. The 4th Torah is going to talk about just prosperity, not wealth prosperity, but just prosperity. And that will be when Mercury is working with the Sun. Obstacles, which is the 5th Torah, is the Moon. The 6th Torah is realization or ambitions, and that would be Mars. The 7th Torah is dangers, and that would be Rahu. So Mercury working with Rahu is dangers. We have, so 1 and 7, we have birth star, and then we have danger. Interesting. What did I write here? They didn't really wait, hold on. Okay, so it would be the Vahatara, which is the star of slaughter, slayer, destroyer, destruction, or change. And it's called the Vadhatara. So 2, 4, 6, and 9 are benefic, and 1, 3, 5, and 7 are malefic Torahs. We're not talking about houses, we're talking about Torahs, which only extends 9 nakshatras past the point you're inquiring about. The 8th is good, and that's when Mercury is working with Jupiter. And very favorable is Mercury working with Saturn. Where is Mercury? I believe it was working with Sun, wasn't it? Okay, so Mercury is in Purva Falguni, which is ruled by Venus in the pada of Mercury. So there is danger and accident in regards to communication right now. Okay, that's the key to understanding what could be a potential of communication right now. Okay. K2. Oh my gosh, this is so uncomfortable. K2 is working with the moon and Mars. So the K2 ruled nakshatras is Ashwini, Magha, and what's the other K2 ruled nakshatra? There's not just 2 of them, there's 3. Oh, it's Hasta. Did I rewrite that? No, I didn't write it down here. We have Ashwini and Magha. Wait, what? What is the K2 ruled nakshatra? Oh, it's Mula. In the beginning of Sagittarius. Okay? So, K2, Tara's compatibility. The birth star equals K2, wealth and prosperity for Venus. And right now K2 is in Mars and the moon. So K2, the planet, is that right? The K2, the planet or the point is K2 itself. I don't know if that's right. Am I supposed to be looking at the moon because it's in Hasta? I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. We're just looking at... Why am I talking so quiet? You're trying to shut me up. Go fuck yourself. Your mind control has no fucking control over me or my body, my vessel, my viewer's vessel. And I want you to know that your programs don't work on me. Just to clear that up. Just to clear that up. And I can feel mentally the shift when I'm like externally trying to be like silenced. Does that make sense? I don't like that. Because I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. If I want to fucking scream from the mountaintops about the goddamn Tauras, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that if I want to. If I want to whisper it to you, I'll do that. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do within reason. I hate this. I have to go. Oh my god, dude. Whoa. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. Like, it's like this. So, it's like, oh, yeah. Go fuck yourself. Okay, so what we were looking at was K2, Hasta. We're looking at K2, which is in a moon Torah. We are looking at K2, which is in a moon Torah. The moon Taurus is going to be Rohini in Taurus, the core of Taurus, the earth sign. Hasta, and Shravana. I want you to think of the go fuck yourself, whatever that was. No, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and you know why I'm gonna do what I want to do? I will show you why I'm gonna do what I want to do. I will show you exactly here right now why I will do what I want to do, and why every single person will get the fuck out of my way energetically when I'm doing my work channeling. It's because of my birthright. I will pull it up right now and I will show you. And every single person that tries to stand in my way when I'm doing my learning and my energetic work, you will get on your knees and you will bow down because of who I am. And if you were the same way, I would do the exact same thing for you. Just so you know. I will pull it up and I will show it to you. 1 1 1 1 11 11 plus the 1. Right? The 1. The 1. There's 11 11, but there's also the 1. When we're talking about a crown of thorns, we think of Venus would be attributed to roses, right? And we think of Jesus being attributed to the sun. And when we talk about like the return, oh, we're not doing this. I'm not doing this again. I don't want to do it. I actually don't want to do that. So can I not, please? Fuck. See, this is why I had to stop doing astrology, dude. Because it was really just fucking getting annoying. Damn it. Yeah, I have the crown of thorns, bitch. Damn. That shit sucks, dude. Y'all see that? It's not even a little crown, bud. That's the big boy crown. That's the fucking conscious 6447 with the conscious sun and the conscious Venus, ho. I'm the highest tier crown of all. And I'm a manifester. A 1-3 manifester. Which means I'm an investigative martyr. Meaning that I sacrifice myself a lot for other people. When it really comes down to it. But my incarnation cross is the right angle, the right hand of God, cross of rulership 3, which is people bringing the past forward with grace, my manifesting channel, who selectively borrow traditions or lessons learned from experience to claim their legitimate right to rule. You can read that? And then you can get the fuck away from me while I'm trying to present and get my knowledge, my information out of my throat chakra. And if you don't, there goes your bloodline like that. That's all I have to do. When I get in this mode, when the energy is channeling through my very extremely exalted ascendant, you don't fuck with me. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just really don't. Not to mention I also have my Black Moon Lilith, unconscious Black Moon Lilith as well. Right there. So it's not necessarily a turn on, right? We think of a crown of thorns kind of representing like people just being fucking jealous, right? When people see this chart, you know what it means? And my own mother fucking hates me because of this chart. My own mother can't stand me. It's an unconscious energy because of where my Jupiter is. My Jupiter is at 13.6, gate 13, line 6. So, I understand the energy of just kind of always hating someone, you know? There's always that energy where you just kind of like, fuck that bitch, dude. Right? Who the fuck does she think she is? But I just showed you who the fuck I was. Who the fuck are you? Definitely not that. Show me a better chart. Show me a better chart. Show me a better chart. My manifesting channel is between the conscious earth and the conscious moon. With the channel of grace. So, let's continue. We're looking at the moon Taurus, and we're looking at the astrological point of Ketu. And we're looking at the birth star, which is the moon. The nakshatras it rules is Rohini, Hasta, and Shravana. The core of the earth signs, opposing the earth, the core of the earth signs would be the reflective water energy. So that's why that reflection energy of the moon comes into play with the earth and the water signs, because it's very important when we're looking at the nakshatras, the lunar mansions, that we're looking at what is directly opposing the energy that we're reflecting. The way I'm looking at this energy, and it's a reflection. I'm looking at myself, but you're going to be looking at me, potentially, if I ever post this, I probably won't. That's what I'm saying. And I know that this is information that's not necessarily out there. And I understand that it makes people uncomfortable when I get to this energy and I start uncovering things that, you don't share with people. But I have the legitimate right to all of it. And this isn't even the tip of the iceberg, really. This is just something I found deep on a website. It gets much deeper than that. But that's not my job. I'm just simply presenting some information. So, I'll continue now. So the moon, danger, birth star, like you, very movable. The moon is movable. It changes a lot. And the second, wealth, prosperity, is going to be Mars. Loss and accident is going to be Rahu. Prosperity will be Jupiter. Obstacles will be Saturn. Realization and ambitions will be Mercury. Dangers will be Ketu. Right? If we go back over here to what we had wrote for the Vadhataras, is the star of slaughter, slayer, destroyer, destruction, and change. Okay? So, the Ketu is in an extremely vulnerable place right now, having Lilith being conjuncted as well. Ketu is in a very, very weak position right now. Most people wouldn't be able to tell you that because they don't have the information to unlock that, because they're not working with nakshatras, they're not working with the combinations of the planets and what they really mean. They probably don't even know their ass from a hole in the ground, and they don't care to know, right? Because they're not trying to understand the function, the way that the world is coded, right? This is it. Good outcomes will be Venus, which it's definitely trying to get to, but that Black Moon Lilith energy is really holding it back, right? With Mars being wealth and prosperity, probably not too long ago, depending on how fast it's moving. I don't even remember if I got the true or the mean position of the node, which will be indicative of that. But just going off the chart that I had casted originally, Mars will be prosperity, dangers, Ketu, and we are looking also at Venus. I don't remember. Oh, I feel like spirals in my brain. Very favorable would be the sun. And I believe the sun is still behind it in the sun ruled nakshatras. The sun is going strong, but it hasn't like made that connection to that. So then if we were, okay, so now we need to look at the sun and where the sun goes and how is the sun acting when communicating with K2. So we are looking for the sun, which is here. So the sun, it's good when it's communicating with K2, but I believe the sun was, and it's dangerous with Mercury. So we have the sun being the birth star of where the sun is currently at in Uttara Falguni, 1 nakshatra behind Hasta. I hope this is making sense. And there's the danger, right? Because giving birth is not necessarily like the most, it's not the safest process, right, in life. It can be, it's like a medical thing, right? It's like there's trauma when you're first born, and that's what they're talking about, the birth star. So that's what this is communicating with. It's looking at, right, it's like the starting point of whatever chart you're casting for. Okay, I believe that's what it means. I don't know, because all this information is not in the language that I'm able to read. We have a tower. Okay, so people that are really sucked into spirituality, it's time to and it's really difficult because it is like it's not been organized properly. If we were to look at the energies, we would more than likely want the K2 to be in the spiritual energy of Pisces, because it's very meditative and receptive, while the Rahu energy would more than likely do a little bit better in Virgo. My personal opinion. But for that, we would have to look at Rahu. How does Rahu get along with Jupiter? It gets along with it well. And it also gets along well with Mercury. With the moon is good. Where is Rahu currently at? No, I don't think that's right. We want to be looking at the point of Rahu from the position of Saturn, because it's in Uttara Bhadrapada, and we're wanting to look at it in regards to, oh my god, I'm getting confused. See, it's just like so much, it's like, it's calculated, it's like equations, you have to like fill it into the right spots. I don't know if any of that made sense, but I have to go. This is 1 hour and 23 minutes, and I'm done talking about this, because every time I do, I feel like I get really defensive, because I feel like people are mad at me, because I got this from the Divine Bra Hinada, BRAHINADA.com. That's the website that I got this information from. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. We have Magha. Oh my god. After I wrote this extremely angry letter. It says Magha, forefathers, Pitris, throne, the real place of the head honchos. Hungry, underline 3 exclamation points, means cannot be met unless I am receiving constant energy. Think, what does that say? Whoa. America is always willing to fight for their country. We love a good fight. It's in our nature. That is why we conquer in war. Alright. I'm gonna leave that there, guys. I gotta go. Oh, this is what I was actually looking for. Wow. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember. I'm not gonna post this, so it doesn't matter. But the 5 of Pentacles, the angel of the 5 of Pentacles. Look at this. Okay, so this is like the gematria that I did for the Five of Pentacles. And the Hebrew equivalent is 31. The English equivalent is 186, which can be simplified down to 5. Hebrew can be simplified down to 4, and simple is 31 as well. So the Hebrew and the simple are the same. It can be simplified down to 4. So the words that I got that were equivalent to Achaya, which means the forbearing God, was Moab, Moab, CNN, Effie, Effie, chief, Habibi, gagged, I died, I'd die, Haddie, Hattie, fish, Ded, head, cafe, gaga, a, DECE, aid. Okay, so yes, that's what I got for that. If we put the name in to get the shape, it gave us the number 5, right, which was the English simplified version. And based on the letters and the way that when you added it all up, it would be similar to that of a pyramid. It's 4 equal sides with an apex or a point in the center, very similar to like that of a grand cross. So, but we have, because it was 1 plus 4, 4 would be a regular square, 1 would be like a sun glyph, which is like a point with a circle, and then so that would then create a square with an apex, and then connecting the corners with the apex would go boop boop. Right, you can look at the drawing that I have down right there. I don't know if you can read that or make any sense of that, but that's what we got there. So that's how I got the and the chief is an exact match, right? So if we look up the word chief, CHEIF, it is an exact equivalent, meaning that the Hebrew equivalent is 31, 186 for its English equivalent, and the simplified equivalent is also that of 31. Well, I believe Moab and CNN were the same, but all the other ones had different, no, it was either one of, so the English and the simple will always go together, and you can get Hebrew ones separately, but all the other ones had mismatched ones. Only those 3 words had an exact match with ACH, AIAH, which is the name of the angel on the Angel Tarot from the Shimha Heferesh, which is like the way you would put on the armor of God, just so you know. So I did it for the King of Cups, which was interesting. I'm not going to share that right now though. And that's what I have for this video. I can't post this on YouTube. This is way too much information for YouTube. But I guess that's kind of what everyone does, right? But that's why there's secrets, right? That's why it's like life was just better in 2007, don't you think, when like Paris Hilton was famous? She should have been Barbie in the Barbie movie, first of all. What? You're gonna put the what did she even play in? I don't even know. It was like a superhero movie? Bitch, Paris Hilton should have been Barbie. And y'all are smoked for that. And she would have not only would it have really helped her heal herself and her own personal ego, but she would have done so fucking great as Barbie in the Barbie movie. Don't you think? I think she would have done so great. And I think it would have been an amazing learning experience for her. And I think that she would have been overjoyed and absolutely delighted to have done that. And I think that it would have been so much more successful if she was the one that played that role. I don't know where that came from. It just kind of hit me. Like Paris Hilton. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Right? Like, whoa. Talk about making that woman's life, dude. She would have been so happy to do that, dude. She would have been so... What are you talking about, dude? Whoa. I like seeing people get happy about stuff. That's all I have for you all. Bye.